Hello everyone, it's Raven's Guardian back with another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today's episode, if you remember where we left off in Ogden, Utah. We're going to be working our way closer and closer over to Arkansas. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at some of the contracts here. We'll start in the freight market just to see what is available here in Ogden. And see if we can find something that will take us further east. Alright, so all these are headed either north or west, which is not what we want. We got a couple headed up to Montana, one over to Wyoming, except it's still going north. Some to Fort Collins, so that wouldn't be too bad for $1,088. There's one that goes all the way down to Arizona, but again, that goes backwards. Rock Springs is a short drive. Steamboat is in the right direction, but again, and that one's a little bit more. That's $1,180, so that one's not terrible compared to the one at Fort Collins. It goes a little bit further, but pays a little less. Let's see what the external contracts offer. Maybe we'll get a decent one over here. Again, a lot of stuff going north. Let's just make sure we're in Ogden. Yep, okay. A lot of stuff going north here. So not something we really want. A couple going over to Wyoming. There's one going to Colorado Springs for $2,000, and that's pretty good. A lot going west for whatever reason. Let's see. New Mexico, more Wyoming. Montana, Washington. Let's see. Anything going to like Kansas? Doesn't really look like it, huh? Kind of liking this Colorado Springs one. Maybe we'll take that one today. Yeah, everything's going kind of close by, so kind of liking the Colorado Springs one here that we've already selected. This carrying nuts from Ogden, Utah to Colorado Springs. So let's go ahead and take that one. I think that'll be a good trip for us. And, we'll earn some decent money. It would be enough at least to cover our expenses, right? So, okay, well, it looks like we're going to have to stop at somewhere to get some rest. So we'll make sure we do that. We'll get started up here. We'll get some rest, we'll get some gas, and then we will go and pick up those nuts. All right, let's get out of here. Let's take a look at our map and see if there's anywhere that we can stop to get some sleep and fuel. Alright, so we're going to go over that way, which is kind of a little bit out of the way if we decide we want to go get some gas. Well, we definitely need to get gas, right? So we could wait, in theory, till after we pick up the load and then go get gas. But usually if we do that, it's a little bit more difficult. So maybe we can just go here first and get fuel, get sleep, and then go pick up our load. Alright, so we'll do that first. We got a green light, which is perfect. And then we'll get on to Route 89 up here and then head to where we need to go to get our fuel. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this this series, and I know it's been kind of long, but we're gonna get through it here eventually. That is the goal, anyways, to get everything done. Come to a complete stop, just so that way we don't get a ticket. Hopefully, see what happens here. All right, no ticket. Perfect. You know how this thing likes to give you tickets for no reason, even if you obey the rules of the road here in America. Now we're just waiting on our light to change, and then we'll get going. And these red lights, I tell you what, they're just ridiculously long for whatever reason in this game, and it just drives me insane. There's one thing I could change, it would definitely be that. But you guys already know that, because I've said that almost every episode. Alright, we are definitely turning here. Speed limit's up to 45 now, so we'll go ahead and drive that. Looks like we're taking this first exit here onto the I-15. Or nope, I-84. I guess it is I-15 as well, but... Alright, let's get up here and get some fuel, get some sleep, and then go about our business. Alright, come on now. Come on, highway. Really, the speed limit's gonna stay 45 the entire time. Okay, I was about to say. Like, that is not normal at all. Alright, let's get around these trucks that are hauling loads, because we are not hauling one. So we should be faster than them. Of course, we are capped out at 65 thanks to the World of Trucks thing here. And we don't have to hit up this way station, so that's good. I think we're taking an exit here though pretty quick, so we'll just get back over into the right lane. And hopefully not get hit by this tractor and trailer who thinks that he doesn't have to yield to anybody. Alright, there we go, taking this exit. And luckily we only have a stop sign, not a stop light up here, so that'll make life a little bit easier. Because we just have to come to a complete stop. Look for traffic and go. Alright. There's a little bit of traffic, not too bad. Just a couple cars. Even though it's one way, I always like to look both directions just to make sure nothing crazy is happening. Sometimes I can't count the number of times I've been driving on a one-way road and happen to look the opposite direction and see a car driving the wrong way on a one-way. So it's always good practice just to look both directions regardless of the direction of the road. Alright, and then I guess there's no stop sign there, but here's where we're getting our gas and our rest. So I think we'll go get our rest first, and then we'll... Okie dokie. Oh, seriously? No, that's on that car's fault. Yeah, that was on you, dude. You straight pulled right into me. I tried to avoid you, and you just flat out ran into me. Well, don't hit him again. freaking cars, man. Let me drive 30 miles an hour through the parking lot. I mean, people do that in real life too, which is absolutely ridiculous. But we lost $150, so that's lovely. Alright, well, Ruth pulled in $523, so that's good. And it looks like Magnus pulled in $558. Alright, let's back up here. And we'll go get some fuel. Maybe we'll wait for this tractor and trailer since it's actually going a respectable speed limit, as all of us should be going through a parking lot. We'll go around here and get some fuel. Well, it looks like this is a one-way dealio, so we'll go around here just to follow the rules. And it'll set us up to leave anyway, so it's not like it's a huge loss. Alright. Wonder how much fuel it's going to take. I'm going to guess around 80 gallons. Oh, 64. Pleasantly surprised. I will gladly take that. Alright, let's go pick up our load of nuts and get on the road. I guess we can adjust our map here because we no longer need this point. So we'll definitely take that out. There we go. Now the GPS should accurately reflect what we need to do. So we're going to turn right here. And turn left at the stop sign. Alright, doesn't look like there's any traffic, so I think we're good. Assuming that car doesn't whip out of the gas station super fast and hit us. Luckily he went the other direction. Alright, back onto the I-15. Headed back to where we basically were. So back south a little bit to get our load, and then we'll be on the road to Colorado Springs. And it's 3 in the morning, so but this drive is going to take a while, so you'll definitely have the opportunity to see daylight, especially when we get around probably Wyoming and Colorado area. Around that border, I would imagine you'll probably see plenty of Alright, sweet, we get the pipe pass, good. I'm not carrying anything, so I would doubt that they would honestly give it a care. Alright. We'll go pick up this load, like I said, and then we'll get on our way. You know what, maybe we'll, is it too much out of the way to stop by this Kenny dealer? It looks like it is, so I don't think we'll do that. I mean, we already have plenty of Kenworth dealerships, so it's not the end of the world. We can definitely pick that up at a later point in time. Especially because we're going to get, you know, 100% of all the roads eventually in this game, so it's not too big of a deal. Alright, so this is the exit I think we're supposed to take. Surprised that the speed limit hasn't dropped already on this road, but sure it is going to here relatively soon. Especially being that on the other side there it was 40 the entire way. Or 45, I should say. Alright, we're taking this exit. Still no change in speed, which is interesting. Now it changed to 45. Okay. Oh, we don't need our blinker on anymore. We're just going straight across here and then making a right. We're a little bit over the line, just a touch. But that's alright. Hopefully this light will stay green. And of course it won't. Because why would it? Alright. So waiting on this red light again. Bane of our existence. I mean, I could go into the game settings and just turn off all penalties. Especially like on this. Where it's like, okay, there's literally no cars. It's not like I'm like whipping around cars to get to where I need to go, but like stopping at stoplights that are extremely long is extremely annoying. But I won't do that. Try to be as realistic as possible here. Now this turn would be a nightmare trying to get in and out of with a trailer. Can't imagine. Now watch, I say that and that'll be the way that we have to go. Alright, so we got a left turn here. We have to stop for the left arrow. And there goes a cop. And that cop is cruising, man. He's driving super fast. Alright, light, come on. There's literally nobody here. I mean, I've been to some stoplights where it'll go through 2 or 3 cycles without the turn arrow. And it's like the middle of the night and there's like nobody around and you're just like, okay. Hey, I'd like to turn here if at all possible. That'd be great. And of course, yet another red light. And look, there's that freaking fire truck that took the long way around and he beat us. And he was sitting right there beside us at the light. Thanks, GPS. You're doing a wonderful job. Alright. Well, we'll hopefully get to turn here pretty soon. Or not. I have to wait for this cycle of light. I swear this game just loves to create pain for its people that are driving. It's like, oh, we know that you're driving, so let's just give you a random stoplight. We'll put like 15 random stoplights between your destination that's only like 10 miles away and where you're at, so that it causes you massive amounts of just anguish. Because you're like, this is stupid. Why are you doing this? There's literally nobody on the roads, yet I have to wait for hours waiting on lights. And by hours, I mean game time hours. It's like, I'm sorry, in real life a light lasts maybe 2 to 3 minutes. In game it should not be that because the time is sped up. So it should be much less. Alright, let's see where our load is. Okay. I'm slightly confused. And I see it's behind us, right? I see that. Reverse. Come on. But I literally don't see the load anywhere. There it is. All right. I'm completely stopped. Can you please change? It looks like my stuff might have become unmapped there for whatever reason. There were no updates to the game, so I don't know why it's not doing what I want it to do. But I've heard that occasionally does happen, so maybe that's what the problem is. Alright, so now we have our load of nuts, and we're going to drive to Colorado Springs now. Of course, it took 20 minutes of our video just to get fuel and sleep, because, you know, gotta love these lights that are around here. And remember what I was talking about with that crazy turn that we had to make? Well, if you look on our GPS, you can see that, hey, guess what we get to do? We get to make that crazy turn. Because, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know many trucks that are going to make that turn, or want to make that turn. I imagine a lot of truck drivers would go out of their way just so they don't have to make that turn. Not to mention having to go through, you know, all of these stoplights just to get back there. Luckily for us this time around, the lights can go to hell because we have the ability to make right-hand turns on red. Not have to worry about it. Except for that one hairpin turn that apparently we're gonna have to make. Oh no, a yellow light. Oh no. Oh, now I'm gonna have to sit here and wait at this light. Not. Alright, let's see what we gotta do for this crazy, crazy turn here. My favorite part is you can't see the stoplight, so that's great. I guess we'll just wait until this car beside us starts driving. Alright, well, we're pretty much on the way now. We just have a couple lights here that hopefully will stay green, but I imagine they're not going to because that's how this game likes to play things. Oh, what a surprise. We got extremely lucky. Alright, well, onto the highway we go. On to I-84, headed towards Cheyenne. I don't think we've discovered Cheyenne just yet. So that'll be one of those towns that we probably want to discover. As we get on our way here. Let's pull up the map just to see what towns we're going to drive through here. Alright. So, Evanston. I'm wondering if we're going to miss Evanston because we're not driving directly through it. It would not surprise me. But that's okay. Rock Springs, Rawlins, Laramie, Cheyenne, Fort Collins, and then down to Colorado Springs. All right, so let's see how many of these we actually pick up on this trip. So Evanston is our first town that we're going to drive through here. We're just under 600 miles and just under 10 hours of driving. And we'll see what comes of it. All right, we're already up to speed, so we'll go ahead and set the cruise control and let the cruise control do its work while we're here on the highway. Of course, we're capped at 65, just like I say in every episode, but whenever you have your account linked to a World of Trucks event, or if you're using external contracts, which is a World of Trucks construct, you're basically capped at 65 miles an hour. So, I mean, to me, it's a little bit annoying. I kind of wish that they would, like I've said in many, many videos, kind of wish that they would just make it the speed of the road. So if the road, in this case, is 75, just cap me out at 75 so that I don't overspeed, or speed, if you will, along the road, instead of just capping me out at 65. But again, I don't get to make the rules. I just play the game. So it is what it is. No traffic there on the left for right now. Looks like it wants us to get over anyways because we're staying on 80 east, not going west. And lovely. I think I'm going to try to sneak around this because I'm not going out of the way to try to meet this requirement. So no, not playing that game. Not going to happen. There we go. There's no way in the world that that would ever have happened where they block off both directions trying to not let you go on this road. Especially when there's nothing on this road that's causing issues. Like, as you can see, there's no accident, there's no traffic, there's no nothing. Oh wait, here's an accident. But guess what? It's not blocking the entire road. So what is the problem? See, that wasn't me. That's random cars that just flew into that flipped over tractor trailer. That wasn't me. Yeah, so they decided to you know, land a helicopter there. Cool. Good story, bro, but there's no other way to go this direction, and this is the way I'm going. So deal with it. Well, we get to bypass the thing here, so that's not bad. I'll take a $150 fine for hitting the cop car. I really don't care. I'm tired of this game doing stupid stuff like that to make this game impossible. Because honestly, there was no reason for that to have happened. And not only that, but it would cause me to have to go literally hundreds of miles out of the way to get to where I needed to go, and I'm not doing that. I mean, I love you all, and I would absolutely enjoy driving that in this game, but I am not doing that for the sake of this game deciding that, oh, well, you know what, we just decided, yeah, we're just going to put a random event that's going to block your way to head this direction. That's going to cause you hours and hours of pain to go up and around. Yeah, I'm just not doing it. Sorry. And I never even hit that cop car. I was looking right in the mirror, and my vehicle is not even remotely close to it. So, bunch of lies. In any case, we still have 8 hours to go in this trip. So we will go ahead and do that. 520 miles to go. We'll see if we pick up Evanston. I'm kind of interested to see whether or not we do here in just a second. Actually, I think we're pretty much a beam it right now, so yeah, looks like that's a big no. Because of course. Alright, next on the list there I think was Laramie, potentially. So we'll see if we get that one. I'm just going to go ahead and say probably not. Actually, maybe it's Rock Springs. I think it's Rock Springs. So we'll see if we get that one. That one at least it looks like we're driving right through the middle of where it's written on the map. So we'll see what happens with that one. Yep, Rock Springs is next, 74 miles to go. Let's go ahead and set the cruise control. But yeah, definitely the reason why we decided to go the direction we did and sneak past that barricade is because if you were able to see when I kind of looked over there to the right, the entrance ramp that also took us onto Highway 80 was also blocked in the opposite direction to get onto the highway, which would have forced us basically to go back the way we came and then go extremely north and up and around, which would have added, you know, probably 150 miles maybe to our trip, and then probably an additional like 2 to 3 hours, and I wasn't about to do that. So, and again, it's not because I don't want to drive this for you guys, because I do. I enjoy playing the game. I just hate when this game decides that it wants to do random events that literally make zero sense. Like I could probably, so in this game, twice, now I know since we've started the series, I've driven past a helicopter that's on the highway, apparently, you know, like a flight for life kind of deal. In real life, the number of times that I've ever seen that, and I've driven quite a bit in my life, is once, maybe once, where I've seen that they've shut the highway down for a flight for life. Does it happen? Yes, it absolutely happens. I know that it does. I'm not saying that that's not a realistic thing to happen, but the frequency that it happens in this game is unrealistic. Alright, was that Rock Springs that we just passed there? Nope, we're about to get there. Almost Rock Springs. And we got a tunnel coming up. This one seems like a rather long tunnel. Actually, it's not too bad. Kind of short, just through the mountain, I guess, here. And we're out the other side. There we go. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to go around this truck because it decides it wants to drive like 50 miles an hour. And it's like, bro, the speed limit is 75. At least drive 65. Come on, man. Like, this is just absolutely insane. Hey, we discovered Rock Springs. So that is actually, believe it or not, literally the first city in the state of Wyoming that we've discovered in this game. So that's kind of cool. Get over here in front of this dude. Yeah, I'm going to slow you down now since you wanted to slow me down. How's that sound? Well, that's good. I think the next town is going to be Laramie that we have to get to. So we have quite a way. Or no, Rollins. Yep, Rollins is next, and then Laramie. And then Cheyenne. Yep, we just have to remember off the top of my head. So Rollins first, then Laramie, then Cheyenne. Still have about 7 hours to go. Just over 417, so 69 miles to go till we get to Rollins. Let's see if we pick up Rollins. The nice thing is a lot of this is highway driving, so we can just have that cruise control set and not have to worry too much about changing speeds, slowing down, speeding up, all that fun stuff. We will keep an eye on some of these curves though, just to make sure that they're not going to be super extreme to the point where it's going to push me into the one of the lane or the other. We don't need any of those traffic offenses. Alright, Creston Junction and Bags in 1 mile. Interesting. Slightly depressing watching all these cars fly past me going, the appropriate speed limit while I'm stuck here going 65. There's a nice older looking car there that just drove past. It's kind of cool. Almost like a 57 Chevy type body style, but no, it's not. Yeah, so my hopes is once we get over here to Colorado Springs, we'll be able to take some stuff over into Kansas, or Oklahoma, and then that'll put us relatively close to getting to Arkansas. So that's kind of like our goal, I guess, for the next couple episodes. Take a trip out of Colorado Springs over to Arkansas, or well, if we have one to Arkansas, that'd be great, but I imagine Oklahoma or Kansas is probably going to be our next stop for the next episode. And then after that, the following episode should find us in Arkansas. So 2 more episodes till we get there. I think that's not too unrealistic. And then not only that, but we're also, working our way towards paying off this loan. We're getting there. We just got that lowboy trailer, so I'm kind of interested to see on this next intake of money whether or not Ruth actually utilizes the trailer, or if it just sits there and she doesn't get it. Alright, so there's Rollins. Sweet. So that's number 2 of 11 of the cities that we have to discover here in the state of Wyoming. So that's rather exciting. Next on the board, I believe, is Laramie. So we'll see if we discover that one as well. If we get, 4 of the cities that we're supposed to discover, that'd be fantastic. So we got Rock Springs, we got Rollins. I would like to get Laramie and Cheyenne. Unfortunately, we didn't get Evanston. Looks like we'll probably have to make a delivery to Evanston to be able to get it. And here comes the sun. So the sun's coming up here at 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's rather nice. Help you guys to be able to actually see what's going on out here, as opposed to just staring at the road. There's Cedar Street. Interesting. Don't know if I've ever heard of that. Looks like there's some kind of fire or something up here ahead. Or it's a factory. Yeah, it looks like a factory there on the horizon. Pumping out a bunch of toxic air into the atmosphere. Wonder what kind of factory it is. Alright, well, it looks like Laramie's coming up here soon in about 50 miles. So like I said, we'll see if we actually discover Laramie, or if it's another city just like Evanston where we get to drive past it and not discover it. I mean, I know I could take detours and drive through and just pick it up and discover it, but right now I'm just trying to get to point A to point B, so that way we can get a little bit closer to Arkansas, pull in some money that's respectable. You know, $2,000 is nothing to shake a stick at, so I'm very excited to get that. Definitely going to help us on our way to building up that bank. Yep, so if you missed it in the last episode, we did buy that lowboy trailer because we were able to hit level 12, so that was rather nice. Now the real question is, will our drivers use it? I'm kind of hoping they will, because that would be fantastic if they do. Because that would mean that we potentially can earn more money by not having to essentially rent the trailer from the people that we're making deliveries from. Now, whether or not that means that we'll make, like, for her, as she's generally pulling in about $500 to $600, you know, does that mean she's gonna pull in like 7 to 8 or closer to 1,000? I don't know. That remains to be seen. So we'll find out here, hopefully, in this episode or the next. We could go in the driver manager and see if she's actually using the trailer or not. Hey, there we go. Laramie's discovered. Perfect. We're just going to continue on this road to Cheyenne. And then once we discover Cheyenne, we will have 4 of the 11 towns in Wyoming that we have to discover, or cities, I should say. Gotta love those Chick-fil-A signs. Rather funny. Alright. Yep, that's Wyoming. That checks. Just wide open skies. Alright, well, we're 265 miles out. We are getting there. Slowly but surely. We're about halfway through our drive here. Getting to our destination. Not been too bad, other than that one random event that kind of tried to throw us a curveball that we sidestepped. Cost us a little bit of money with the quote-unquote traffic offense, but hey, that's alright. I would gladly take paying $150 to not have to go, you know, 200 miles out of the way to get to where we need to go. Alright, 60 miles to go till Cheyenne. So we are getting there very quickly. Happy Jack Road. Alright. And there's a rest area coming up. And the Lincoln Monument. It's kind of interesting. The Lincoln Monument in Wyoming. I don't know if Lincoln really had anything to do with Wyoming. Maybe when the state was formed. I don't remember what year that was. I think it was in the 1850s. Sometime around there. 1858 maybe. I know there was quite a few states that joined the Union back then, like the Dakotas, Montana, I think, maybe Wyoming. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've looked at that kind of information. All right, let's keep going here. About 220 miles out from where we got to go. We should be pulling into Laramie here, or sorry, Cheyenne pretty soon. So there's a sign telling us next 4 exits for Cheyenne, so that's good. We'll see if we actually pick it up. I'm really hoping we do. Yep, we want to continue on this road because we're going to go to Fort Collins, which makes sense. That's another town in Colorado that we have yet to discover. This looks like our exit to get onto 25. Slow down a little bit here with this sharp turns just so we don't have any issues with that. I don't think there's any traffic, so I think we're all right. Just double check. Yep, no traffic. All right, so on our way to Fort Collins, I think we might have missed Laramie, maybe. We'll find out here. We can take a look at the map. Or, sorry, Cheyenne. Yep, looks like we did. Of course. You know, because why would we drive through a town and pick it up? All right. Well, in any case, we're headed to Fort Collins. And I'll turn our cruise control back on because we back up to 65 again. We'll be interested to see here. It looks like the way station is only on the entering Wyoming side for now. I'm sure there will be another one once we get across the border into Colorado here. Right. Luckily, 25 is not closed, so that's good. You're probably thinking, well, why would 25 close? Well, it turns out they get a lot of snow here in this part of the country, so it is possible in the middle of winter to have these roads, or specifically I-25, closed. Just due to weather, because the roads get extremely icy here. Even though they plow it, you know, they put down some of their liquids to kind of help dissolve some of that stuff. It's like it doesn't even make a difference. The roads are still super icy, super slippery, and then you get all kinds of accidents. Obviously, driving 75 or 80 miles an hour down the highways. So they just to save people's lives, they sometimes will close the highway, especially around some of the places that get really hilly, because you may crest a hill and not know that there's an accident on the other side, and then it's already too late to stop. So that's kind of why they end up doing that kind of stuff. Okay, well, there's a car over there. I was about to get over in the other lane here because this truck is driving 60 instead of 65. And of course there's a way station. So let's see if it's going to make me stop up here at the way station. If not, I'll be okay, but if I am going to have to, I'm probably going to have to slam on my brakes just to get back into the right lane to hit the way station. So let's see what happens here. Alright, we can bypass it. Thank goodness. I was about to say. I was like, that's about to be a real bad time because we're going to have to, like, almost stop in the middle of the highway to make that turn. So now this truck on our right side is speeding up, which the whole reason we got in this lane was to go around him. And the bus that was in this lane is now in our lane and going slow. So cool. That's awesome. Alright, where's the Loveland Bridge? I don't think we get to discover the city of Loveland. Of course. Cars entering the highway are slowing everything down. And yet again, this bus found its way in front of us. It's like, bus, you just need to get over in the right lane and just stay there. And stop trying to change lanes, because you ain't fast. You're literally holding up all of the traffic. Alright, looks like all the traffic's gonna have to slow down to 65 here in just a second. And then down to 55 it looks like. And I'm going to slow down after I pass this bus, because I am not going to get stuck behind this bus going 55. Alright. Let's slow down a little bit. To the appropriate speed, I should say. And 58 is close enough. Set the cruise control. And let's get going. Oops, drifting over into the left lane or right lane there. Alright, so we, I think, are already past Fort Collins, if I had to take a guess. Yep, we're almost to Denver. So we did not discover Fort Collins. We are now pulling into Denver here. On our way down to, alright, there's our loan installment payment of $1,807. And luckily, you know, this trip will cover all of that. Maybe, I guess, because technically we're making about $2,000. 2087, but we did have $300 in traffic offenses, so technically we're making about $1,700, but then we also pulled in just over $1,000 from our two drivers, so we're definitely in the black on this episode. Unfortunately, you know, those $300, I think, again, I disagree with both of them, because I didn't hit anybody. They hit me with the one that was at the gas station. And then I definitely didn't hit that police car as I was going around it. But for whatever reason, it seems to think that I did. Alright, well, there's Field Stadium, also known as Mile High, where the Broncos play. And we're continuing down here, just down to Colorado Springs. It's not too far from here. We're only about 50 miles out, about a little over an hour, so... So we're getting there. It'll happen pretty quick. Especially as this thing is counting down. Alright, I can speed up to 60 now. So set the cruise control yet again. And now up to 65, now that we're kind of out of the city proper. And there we go. Back up to 65, cruise control set for the last 44 miles of this trip as we make our way to Colorado Springs. And we're definitely going to need to get some rest and some fuel. So maybe I'll do that in between episodes next time, so that way we're not wasting 20 minutes of an episode trying to find a way to get some gas and some sleep. There's Colorado Springs there on the horizon, looks like. 30 miles to go. Yep, there we go. City limit of Colorado Springs. And it looks like we're going to be taking an exit up here pretty soon because there you can see the road off to the left-hand side there, where I think we're going to pull off and make our delivery. So we're not going on Cimarron. Headed towards Lemon. Alright, here's our exit, so let's get on the brakes a little bit, because this looks like an extremely sharp exit. And we're getting pretty close. So just 4 miles out now. I'm just assuming the speed limit's going to drop here, yep, to 55. No traffic there in the right lane, so we'll go ahead and switch lanes here. Imagine the speed limit's going to drop yet again. Down to 45, yep. And it looks like we're going to make a left turn up here, so maybe we want to stay in the left lane. So we'll get over there before a car decides it wants to pull up beside me. Alright, another stoplight to deal with, but we're pretty much where we need to go, so not too crazy here. On the intersection here with Powers Boulevard. Alright, waiting on this light to change. Come on, light. There we go. Apparently we're delivering these nuts to UPS. Alright, left turn here. I think this might be close to the Colorado Springs airport. I wonder if that's why we're delivering it here. Speed limit's only 30. I'm driving a little bit fast. Alright, here is the UPS store. So let's pull in here. Ooh. Well, should have slowed down a little bit there. I was trying to take the angle a little bit wide so I didn't clip the trailer, but apparently I hit their landscaping. Alright. And decoupling. So there we go. 752 miles, took us supposedly an hour and 5 minutes of real time. Fuel consumed there was 122.7 gallons, netting us $2,046 and 953 experience. So pretty cool. We now have delivered our nuts from Ogden to Colorado Springs, and that's one more trip under our belt. So the next trip we'll probably take is over to either Kansas or Oklahoma on our way down to Arkansas. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.